Welcome to Sekura Law Experience. I'm Luis Elizalde, founder of Sekura Law. I'm here with
Stephanie de la Millar
and Eduardo Borgar.
and today we have a really special guest. He's an amazing broker and a great friend all of these years, Andy Welbourne. Thank you for coming.
Hey, thank you. My pleasure to be here.
That's great. Hey, and maybe you are nervous? Nah. Yes? Are you?
I'm used to being in front of the camera for my music.
Right. Awesome.
But the live.
Okay.
talking
That's
different.
good. Do you have any idea what we're gonna do here?
Well, I've seen your podcast, a couple of the
No, but
previous
today
ones.
it's totally
Today,
different. No.
changing
What?
the
We're gonna have
scheme.
clowns running through.
Yeah, no. It's normal. Let's speak a little bit about the experience that we have in more related to real estate, but
Okay.
we don't have to speak only on that.
Okay.
We want that you feel comfortable with us. It's like talking with friends because we are, but
Yeah.
the idea is to feel very comfortable. Let's speak a little bit about ourselves. And that's it. So if you want, you can tell us something about you so everybody can know you.
Okay, sure. Well, my name is Andy Welbourne, as you know. My company is Turquoise Playa Real Estate. Started at roughly about 2018. So it's been a few years now.
Yes.
And I had worked with two other great companies that got me to this level. So obviously, it took a bit of a push. I think you were one of the ones that were like,
Yeah, I think.
I'm like, hey, I just, you have that nervous, can I do this? What's it going to be like? You get so cozy working for an agency and it's like, you just got to take the plunge, and so going independent.
Because you said, sorry, you began your company in 2018,
More or less,
but
yeah.
your experience is,
Uh-huh.
it's not like, I just start. No.
Mhm.
That's the reason you had the guts to move on, I think.
Yeah, for sure. It's because I've been here getting on 15 years in the area and working real estate pretty much 90% of that time. So I had tremendous experience. I learned a lot over the years from the previous agencies. I always give thanks to your past, right?
Exactly.
And also a big part of that was becoming licensed. I think 2017, right around that same time, I was looking at getting independent. Was the time I dove in and did the matricula, the
Yes.
certification and diploma for all the requirements to do the
The right thing.
to get the real estate license here. And that's an ongoing, like I say, every year you have to keep up doing diplomas, courses to do the renewal as well.
Yeah, and the knowledge at the end is one of the most important things in your career in real estate as a real estate agent, because of course maybe you have the experience to sell, to contact or connect with the people, your clients. At the end, instead of client, it's also friends at the end of the sale. But the knowledge I think it's very important. It's not like, okay, I'm gonna sell a house. It's not like that. You have a lot of experience on that and a lot of knowledge. I'm sure of that.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest differences independent is, I think, interaction more with sellers.
Also,
As in the agencies, I was pretty much focused buyer's rep for
okay.
pretty much all the time. I had very little interaction with handling the sales on the seller side. So of course, I had some of my previous clients contacting me, hey, I want to sell. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, let's
Let's do it.
let's go. Luis, help me out. What do I need? What are the steps? Or so it was a good, there were definitely some learning experiences, but getting the definition of, who's dedicated to working with you on your own or as open listings. I've had experiences with little things like taking photos and then all of a sudden my photos are being shown on different websites and other agencies. Like,
what's going on?
wait a minute here. But no, so those things you live and learn and tend to, because a lot of people will push that whole, well, you got to have the exclusive. I got to have the exclusive. For me, it's also the same level of what I learned over the years, earning the confidence and trust with the buyer, that you don't have that. Oh, are they going to go and work with somebody else? Or it's like, if they do, they do. It's you be you, and like I say, the trust, the confidence of them wanting to work with you is, for me, the strongest point that I've had over the years.
And you don't overthink the things. It's very simple.
No.
You keep doing your job. You keep doing the right thing, and stop thinking, hey, they're going to take to another agent. That's great. That's a really great mindset. Now that you said that as independent, you have more contact with the sellers as a seller rep instead of buyer rep, what do you prefer? After all of these years, with all that experience, what is the best? Or can you say, in sellers, this is something that I love. In buyer, this is something that I love. That kind of difference. What do you think about that?
Big one.
It's well, it's a nice. I like the balance. It's a nice balance, because when you're doing one of all the time, it's kind of like it's like, yeah, same. But there's never the one same client. Like, people are always different who you're dealing with.
Totally.
What I kind of have, I kind of put my stances. I don't like to put up with the pressure. You know me.
That's good.
I'm beyond anybody that, for one, puts pressure. But on the other level, I don't like to be like, so what's going on? Why aren't you? Why aren't you showing?
Sign the offer.
What's going on with my listing? You know what? I can't be that position of person. It's like, I'm doing what I can. I actually sometimes tell people straight up, it's like, I don't have the power of an agency. I don't have the bunch of agents in their office that have big databases, and I'm me. I share it with agencies.
You are totally true with your clients.
I have my kind of forte where I do, as you know, my little virtual tours, my little video. I started that kind of the activities during COVID.
Where are your videos? In YouTube, right?
Facebook, sometimes Instagram. I'm not so active on Instagram as much, but YouTube is.
We can find it in YouTube. Okay.
Exactly.
As Andy or Turquoise?
Turquoise Playa.
Perfect.
And Facebook, it's Turquoise Playa by Andrew Welbourne kind of thing. I have my name really strong.
That's good.
So kind of when things started opening up in COVID, I was thinking, wow, clients,
gotta figure out
nobody's
a way.
coming here, so I guess I should just get out and start trying to get the property out to the people. So that's when I kind of started this flow of, okay, so I have my listings, but what can I do to enhance and get a better flow of activity and just show me as well, kind of like the Andy show, but with the property of a short clip of virtual tour, getting to know the property, and short and sweet.
I know that videos are great, but there is something very special in each video that I know what is it. But if you want to explain to our audience what is, because it's something that is really you, and I think everybody wants to know exactly what is the difference that your videos with the other videos, because it's something in particular that is totally you.
My music?
Totally. Exactly. No one is going to have that. That's...
Yeah, I don't have to search out and find stock, put that... Like,
yeah, I know.
I have one particular song that a lot of people... I have one friend that just went wild when I released it, and it's mellow. It's also kind of upbeat, kind of like that nice flow for a video, So I kind of have that as my theme song. I've changed it a couple times, but maintain this.
You have your preferred one.
And usually I start just like kind of an intro, sometimes outro, but it's just like, you don't need to go on and on about, it's like, hey, this is me, I'm here. Let me take you on this, cool little virtual flow of this particular property. And I don't need to, whoa, this is the kitchen. It looks really nice. It's got granite counter. It's just Yeah, you can watch the video. You're capable, and yeah, the video should speak for itself in most cases.
Totally. But it's from my point of view, I'm not like a guy that is gonna buy a house, maybe. But when I saw that videos and I hear the music, you know, as you said, it's not like the normal video that you have the kitchen counterfloor built 3 years ago, that kind of things. That is very normal, okay? But you have put your soul in that videos, meaning soul, because it's something that is really, really you. So the client, when they saw that, or the people that are looking to buy a house and they look that kind of video, they know who is Andy. You know, not only the seller, also someone that loves music, loves and enjoy. From my point of view, it's enjoy life. You know, so
I think it spawned from my. Well, I did them many years ago in my first company, and then, as you know, I've done 3 shows for HDTV.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So from there, I was like, well, I've been on TV, and let's kind of enhance. And actually, I saw my one video. I think it has like 20,000 views.
Oh,
That's
great.
good. That's good.
The one with the football star.
Okay.
It's the
yeah, I remember.
I had one with the other couple that they bought in the 5s. That one I did in chunks, but that one also has about over 10K views. So it's something. It's like it doesn't really. I don't know. It's not like it exploded and made me a superstar, which I didn't want anyways. But
I didn't want the fame.
it was just like, hey, it was a wild experience, and I got to meet, you know, these people, and you know, and I've had actually recent clients that contacted me because of they saw the show. Hey, let's check this agent out because you know he seems to know a lot about the area and this and that.
Because you do you know the area.
And you truly show yourself always, you know. If I will think about something on your professional perspective, I will say that you are a real estate agent with very strong ethic. That is what I will say always. That it's for me in all the closings that we have been working together. It's that something that I see that always defines you. You have a very strong ethic, and with that, I think nothing can be wrong, you know?
Yeah. I for me, I don't see people as a number. I see them as, you know, the relationship, the experience, because like I say, I have time working with people sometimes between 4 years, you know. One of my particular clients, we were looking in Puerto Morelos for a good long time. They were set on that area, and then I introduced down south, close to Tulum. And they're like, oh, wow, we didn't know this existed.
Place.
So and then that's where they purchased, you know. So, and it took, say, a good long hunt to find the right place. So
but dedication, you were patient.
The dedication, the long patience, and doing.
But that's not normal. I have to say the truth. That's not normal. With all the brokers that is on the area, or agents that are in the area, that's not normal. The patient. He's not buying. Okay, whatever.
On to the next. Yeah,
exactly.
Move. I gotta have movement, and
you are not like that. That's good.
No, I try not to forget, because people are important to me. It's like they approach me even now. One thing I think is a major difference between who I was working with companies, who I am now. Obviously, there are less contacts in general, but those that come towards me, or people that refer me, or I see them, they're like golden to me. I treat them as if
you prefer quality than quantity.
That's the major thing, and I will drop everything and you know, let me serve you. Let me find your needs. What can I do to you know, where do we need to go? What do I need to show you? You know, and
what exactly you're looking for. Or sometimes you listen them. You listen to them, and maybe they're gonna tell you, I'm looking for this kind of condo, and you say, hey, but the way that they are doing and everything, maybe it's a house, and you go with a house because you know them, you speak with them. You know, It's not that that's always happened, but I feel like you work with them like that.
Yeah, I had certain clients that were so dedicated. No, we got to find a house. We got to find a house. I showed them all up and down the coast, and the price point was a little bit of a challenge to find, that what they were after. And then I brought up just one particular property, one condo that just give it some consideration. It has super spacious, nice common areas, and that's what they bought. So
Exactly.
it's like they can be so like, no, it's got to be this. I want this. It's and then, well, maybe give it some consideration. The worst they're going to say is no, forget it.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, and then you get back on track and then keep on.
But that's important to say, because you're looking the houses, and after that, after 3, 4, and normally the agent is gonna say whatever. They don't looking to buy. They are wasting my time, and you're not. You're looking for the real, I don't know, the best for them.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's one of my. I guess I don't know if you can say it's a trait, or it could be a.
No, but
like
it's something
I have trouble.
It's totally.
I don't give up easily, even when there's been some of the deals have been kind of like really kind of wavering, or it's like, no, this must move forward. And how we gotta analyze every little
detail.
Possible path to get to accomplish that. So it's hard for me to just like, oh, okay. It's like, no, what else can we do? There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way.
That's good. Always a yes and no, not looking for no's.
One of the questions that we like to ask a lot here is related to like your first experience as a broker, with your first client, or the first rough one that you were like caught off guard. Could you share that with us?
Wow, going back many years. My one thing for me is I'm kind of an organization freak. I some of my, what do you call it, mentors or people that made me who I am. There was one guy, it was a German guy, Bjorn. And I maybe I have some German in my blood from way back when, but
for sure.
I just have a way of being organized. So when I set up, if I'm going out with people to see properties or whatnot, I have my itinerary. I'm very set on, setting those times. And if I get off track, or if they suddenly say, you know what, let's start looking, at something else, and I'm like, oh. So yeah, I have had a couple times where it's like you have to switch gears completely from what you're looking at. Or, say you're looking at a price point, then they want to tell us what we can do to, look at 150. Let's look at something at 250. And you're like, but I didn't set that for today. But so you kind of have to almost have those cards ready to pull out of your pocket.
Definitely.
And some of the most uncomfortable experiences, there was one where, as you know, this area with the lack of MLS and people running around contacting many different agencies, they just don't know. It's education, the process to get them aware of that. Sometimes they just doesn't mean anything to them. So there's one time I was with people driving around, and I was showing from externally. It's like, oh, this house is this price, and we can set up an appointment if you want to see it. So they're like, okay, sure. And then I had an appointment to show it to them, I think the next day, the day after. And I'm ready to go pick them up or meet them. And I don't reach them. So somehow I found out, I think with the listing agent or something, that, oh, the people are here with me right now. So I had to it was not me at all. It was like, I have to go confront these people and tell them
what's going on.
This is not right. We had this agreement. So yeah, that was pretty new in the market, in the industry. And I was just like, oh, I was kind of angry, but at the same time super nervous because I just don't want to do this. It's not right.
But that's fairly common, as you said. And in your experience right now, I don't know how many years later, would you think that's, in that particular case, it was a thing created by the other broker, or because of the client was like that? Because most of the time you have to expect it from anybody, right?
Well, as I said earlier, now I'm in the listing side. So I've had two agents coming at me with the same client, and it's like, I don't know who's going to be showing this house, but tell me and I'll set the appointment, so
But I'm selling it.
Yeah.
I'm here.
I don't know to
there's
who.
two of you coming. Somebody's going to arrive with the buyer, and you guys decide, because
Let them figure it out for
there's
themselves.
registrations, right? And at the end, it's kind of the buyer's decision who they're going to work with, and
Definitely
whose car they're going to get into, and so it can be, it's a lot of strong education process for people to really understand that, find that super great professional and try to stick with them, because they can show you everything, or get that understood from right from the get-go, I guess, because some people are like, no, I have 3 properties and that's it. That's all I can show you. And then, so there's many different facets of the roles that people take on here.
The best approach of it, what I've seen, is that depends on the connection that you build with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen sometimes that you could not be like the broker with the most properties or the most connections, but if you have a really good relationship with them and connection with them, they'll stick with you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it also depends on the client itself if they look for that.
Yeah, this area too, we have, it's an international flow of buyers. So those people coming from their country, some people, they want to work directly with the listing agent. That's how they work. Some people feel more comfortable.
Shopping around.
You're my buyer's rep. I want you to show me around, and then so that's also the mentality of what we have to deal with here as well. So like I say, I've experienced that role now, being on the listing side. People coming, hey, I know you're the listing agent, so let's do the deal together. That's fine. And they say, it's, for me, I've always been one of those super flexible people. I don't like to cause tension and stress and bicker over things. It's like, you know what? Let's just figure it out. What I don't like, I don't like nobody likes being cheated, obviously, but at the same time, you live and learn. If you
live and let live.
Also, I've made my goof ups. I've made, some of the mistakes in the process, and that's for me to, pick up and say, well, if it didn't happen, then I wouldn't have learned about it. So every little piece of the puzzle puts you together as the expert, the professional through the years. And I'm still gonna make mistakes.
Definitely, we all learn as we go. But one of the things, and something that you mentioned regarding the international market that we have,
mm-hmm.
Would you think it has a correlation that people from X country comes and they want to work with an agent from that country? Would you think that's a factor?
I think it's pretty strong. In my initial startup, I'd say strong 90% were my fellow Canadians that were contact. I don't just seem to work out that way, but it's like
for culture, right? You're going to
you speak English,
unknown place, and they're from where you are. Creates like that connection. We both love poutine, right? We all know. Our own culture. There's something to talk about aside from the business and real estate to make that connection.
It's nerve-wracking. I think even more as the years have gone by, people have their kind of predetermined knowledge of what they think they're coming into. Mexico's this, Mexico's that. It's super cheap. It's kind of dangerous. It's this. They see in the news. Oh, wow. My friend said I shouldn't travel there because
that begs the question: what do you feel when people come with that idea, and how does it feel to pop their little
burst the bubble?
Bubble, yeah.
It's kind of funny. I mean, it's just, like, I don't know, when some of the things you also get tired of. Like, for a while there'd be clients that they'd say, "Oh, I feel like I'm on TV." They watch so much of the HGTV shows and House Hunters. Like, "Oh, I feel like I'm on TV right now." Oh no, you're not. This is real.
Is real life.
This is not a game show. This is, but I just roll with it and kind of chuckle and but yeah, for the most part, my clients have been Canadians, Americans, some Europeans. It's just I'm kind of guessing that's kind of where the webpage catches people as well. Because I've also been exploring a little bit. I have a great partner now that she's helped me on the Mexican side of things. So we've experienced a little bit more of getting to know what websites to promote on the national side. And we also put my listings on my main site in Spanish as well. So it's kind of, I'm trying to open the door to broaden my expertise and our relation with
locals, right?
Everybody, locals, nationals.
Because you are part now. I mean, you are part of the community, and I think that it's a plus that you can offer to any client that very well the community, not only the locations of the best units in the town, but also about the culture, about how to mix.
Yeah, it's funny how many people, even Luis this morning, when I start speaking Spanish, it's like, "Oh, your Spanish is very good." It's like, I mean, this number of years, like, come on, I should be at least intermediate level to advanced level. It's
so you can help yourself around the place, right?
Exactly.
Go to the supermarket.
Yeah. Know who's saying stuff behind your back. Like,
yeah.
Güero.
That's the one that you get a lot, right?
Güero's pretty common for me.
Did you already went to Mexico?
Güero?
Into Mexico City?
No, that's still on the list. I'm a little bit.
You have.
I'm mixed. I'm a little bit mixed on that because I don't like the big cities. I dread big city. Even Cancun for me now is a major stress to go there because of traffic and getting around. So,
but you have to try a mercadito.
But I hear for the culture, I'm really curious about the cultural things, museums, the music stuff, and
the food. I mean, food. It's good here, but there it's amazing, really.
That's what I discovered when I went. I had a kind of a mission, a little bit of a goal, kind of a little bit prior to COVID, but I wanted to visit a new city,
every year,
a new place. Excuse me, in Mexico, every year, or if I could do a couple in a year, then. So I've been to Guanajuato, Guadalajara, Oaxaca. I've been to Monterrey a few times, so it's like there's so much to explore in the world, but even Mexico's, even my own country, I've only been to a couple of the provinces up there. So, there's still a good strong wish list of places that I want to check out.
You have your bucket list,
and every place, the food, like Oaxaca was dynamite. That was, I think, one of the strong points for me that stood out in Oaxaca was every day mole.
Just one question.
Mm-hmm.
When you visit places, let's say all the cities that you went in Mexico, as an agent, are you still interested a bit in like the area? are you like going on vacation there, but you're still like looking at places and seeing how the market is?
Not really.
Or
I'm kind of just
really.
putting myself in a
Vacation mood.
yeah. It's like I'm an explorer and definitely there's things a curiosity. You know, somewhat of kind of what are the neighborhoods like, or what are the kind of what pricing would be like, but never been really a strong thing. Yeah, I'm discovering new place and what's there to see and what's different from where I'm at now. You know, and the climate has been a pretty impressive thing in many of the places.
That is so different from one place to another.
Yeah, I mean, so when I went to Oaxaca, it was in January, so it was a little bit chilly.
For us.
yeah. Not
Yeah,
like
chilly
0
for us.
degrees, not like 0 degrees or anything, but I think it was around, it was 15, 16 degrees or something like that.
For
So-
us, it's
Yeah, for us, it's like you cut in half what we're usually.
Mhm. Check out the humidity
around.
It was nice because it's like, yeah, it's fresh air. Because as I spent some time out by kind of down in Meatla, like out kind of out of the city a little bit, where some of the sightseeing. I mean, I want to go back because I didn't get to see the coast. I want to see the beach and get to know the area a little better.
and compare and see that nothing is better than these beaches.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard that I haven't been to the Pacific, and it's for me kind of good to know that, because then I can tell people, oh, I've been there and it's pretty, but
Not so
It's better
good.
here.
Yeah,
But a
yeah,
lot of
not
people-
so good.
a lot of people do that. Tell me that on their own. They've been to Puerto Vallarta, Cabos, or whatnot. Oh, it's nice, but the difference there is that the views. It's more kind of mountainous.
Mhm.
You know, I used to laugh. Some of my older, way back when some of the
And
inquiries.
more like it's in Canada or some part of the states that are surrounded by mountains. Here
Uh-huh.
it's like a
Flat.
Plains.
curved
Yeah, because
flat view.
I in the old days I'd have inquiries saying, it'd be great to have like an upper level view on a mountain. It's like,
Nah.
it's pretty flat here. It's-
Unless it's an artificial one, because
no.
Only, or
No.
if you build a castle or something.
Yeah.
like that, no?
we're
Why
at sea
not?
level.
Nah, everything is flat here. So, but yeah, it's It's a
I
good-
think the only hill that they'll encounter here is the one going down the 38th Street, right?
yeah, a little bit of
That's the only hill that
inclination.
that they'll
that you
encounter.
will find.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean that comes to the basically the very end of the episode. Learning so much from you. Any thoughts that you want to share with us regarding your business?
Your
Your
experience.
experience.
Well, I mean, you guys have been pretty much my foundation of keeping things rolling. There's definitely been some hiccups. Had some great people going through your office as well that have been tremendous help in the time. But yeah, it's that wonderful circle that we have, because if I get stuck, hey, I need help on this, and you guys are always there and it's not just the real estate. There was several aspects of helping with referrals to other things like immigration, accounting. It's many different facets of.
I think that we have the same idea from the beginning, to help people. At the end, it's
Service.
not like, okay, they're gonna buy, they're gonna bring business, they're gonna bring money. At the end, it's not only that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
it took help.
I've had clients that almost told me that, oh, Luis is just like another you.
Really? That's nice.
It's like almost
That's-
a mirror of the
Yeah.
same mellow
Culture, the
super
idea.
ready to help,
Yeah.
ready to jump in. And I'm
That's-
here. What can I do? What can I do?
That's our policy. It's not only for the money.
Mhm.
Really not. Of course, we need a business to grow and everything, but
Gotta eat, gotta pay rent.
yeah, exactly. But it's not only that. It's really to help people to enjoy the investment that they are doing, because they are taking a risk always an investment. It's a risk.
Yeah, there's a lot of nerves involved. It's like,
Exactly.
it's like, whoa, what's going to go on there? What's a bank trust? What's all this stuff that I'm not used to? And, you know, and so right now we're dealing with some people that are a little up there in age, and they are
Very worried about.
every little detail is kind of a bit of a stress for them. It's like,
Totally.
this thing, no. And it's like, well, how can I? You just got to stand firm and just say, well, I'm afraid this is what we have to do, and let's just do it,
And work on that and get the closing done, and at the end you're gonna be happy. That's the idea.
Yeah, don't kind of try not to get stuck in the mud and be like, no,
never.
Like, just okay. What's the next step? What's the next
Moving
activity
forward.
in the process to get on and move on? Because you don't want to.
No, I
Get stuck in the past.
exactly. That's one of the most important things. So, did you enjoy to be here?
Oh yeah. Of course.
Are you sure that you're gonna repeat with us one day? Maybe. That's good. It was like maybe.
No, what I was thinking was, as I told you in my message yesterday, well, maybe I should bring some of my instruments to a little bit of a live performance too.
Yeah.
That will be amazing.
Yeah.
Half podcast, half live.
Since you are
Have
already
break.
at
I'll bring an
start,
instrument for each one of you, so you can
Could be.
you can all
Yeah.
play.
that will be interesting. Let's see how it turns.
A twist.
Jam. That's what the jam is. The live jam as it flows,
That will
as
be
it comes
fun.
out.
Let's do it. Maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you
All
so much for coming.
All right. Thank you for the invite.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you.